Shoulder, took that long last step, laid it up with the left hand.
Love the skip pass by Danny Green over to Kyle Lowry, and there's Vucevic trying to get it on the mark. Had a clean look, Kevin, didn't knock it down.
The same productivity from him.
Lowry off to a 4-for-4 start. Already matched his scoring total for game 4 as Siakam with the air ball, then dribbles into the double team. Tough contested shot, falls into the hands of Siakam, who's running the break. Wait, 2 right at the rim for Toronto. Siakam that time uses his length.
About experience with some of the veterans, guys like Kyle Lowry who have been in the postseason, but maybe haven't experienced everything that they have.
Another steal is they've gotten the kind of three-point looks that they've wanted in this series. They've just been unable to knock them down. On the other hand, Lowry, so once they acquired Gasol and put him in that starting lineup, they vaulted to number 1. Plays like that with results.
Ibaka came in, so I think Nick Nurse is
in a 3-1 hole.
The energy coach, he's played hard. He's done a nice job for Steve Clifford on the front line of the Magic.
6-0 run, Van Fleet inside, ending that as he was able to get on the hip.
Even though that was a turnover, before that they had played that offensive possession well.
Ross drops it off to Birch, who gets the finish, and Birch making an impact here late.
This is where you have to get back. Siakam is so good.
Here in 3.
Isn't it a coach's nightmare? You have a game you have to win to stay alive, and the other team comes out on fire, and your guys can't find the rim. They're down 13 right now. You watch and see if you can cut into it a little bit for the next couple minutes, or at some point you say, I've got to put him back in.
I think if you're Steve Clifford, you're happy.
Second quarter, they have been all even at 20 points apiece, guys.
It has. Second quarter, they've done a nice job in there. He has 3 fouls. It looks like Nick Nurse is rolling the dice. Not worried about Kyle picking up his 4th.
Yeah, I would have him out right now. That's just me. That's the way I coach most of the time.
First head coaching job. He's played 20 years, 6 seasons as head coach there in the G League. He joined the Raptors back in the
easy, and he did quickly knock it down.
Yeah, well, Green has struggled with his 3-point shooting in this series. Number 2 in the regular season as Siakam met at the top by open shooter is Isaac, and that has been the theme of the night.
This third quarter, they're down a lot now in this first half, but if you can somehow make some threes and cut into this lead, put some kind of pressure on the Raptors.
Raptors maybe looking for a 2-for-1. Siakam with a corner look. And
that's been the difference right now.
Here's Augustine, makes a nice move to clear some space, but can't connect.
Offensively, you see him being able to make shots, being able to create his own shot. Didn't see that in college. He is taking this game to another level. Give the Spurs a lot of credit, but he gives the 3-point line on this end.
Jonathan Isaac on the drive.
Visit with his teammates for the first time since having an emergency appendectomy 2 days before game 1 of this series. OG is in the building tonight. I've been told he will not come out to the bench.
Raptors get that timeout after surrendering a 9-0 scoring run by Orlando.
And Fournier is not a guy to do that. Jonathan Isaac is not a guy to do that. And Vucevic is not drawing double teams. I think it's tough for Eric Gordon. It makes him a guy that has to get his own offense. The rotation was fantastic. They are grooving right now offensively. You see the spacing, and Marc Gasol is getting a lot of these hockey assists.
Siakam on the baseline. Just unable to sustain that run. Siakam working against a smaller Augustine. And Augustine had a combined 24 points in games 2 through 4. Has 15 tonight as Siakam working on his dribbling. Brings a wealth of playoff experience as well to this Raptors team. Siakam tied up inside.
They're not all the same players, some of them, but can't put all the blame on these guys.
This is where he's so good. Pascal Siakam.
Coming into tonight's Game 5 with Terrence Ross being back here in Toronto. just how many field goal attempts he would try to get up as Siakam.
Handle it the same way. He was not a happy camper when he went from starter to bench guy, minutes being reduced. In the past, he questioned it.
Making some plays, and Embiid for me